Hello students, welcome back to our lecture number 9 of third chapter Inheritance and Variation. In previous lecture, we were discuss about the structure of chromosome, its type, linkage and the type of linkage, Morgan's experiment, etc. etc. Now, in today's lecture, we will learn about autosomal inheritance and sex-linked inheritance. As you know, human somatic cell contains 23 pair of chromosome or 46 chromosome. Out of 23 pairs, 22 pairs are called autosome as they determine the general body character such as skin color, height, color of the eye, color of the hair, etc. etc. And a single pair, that is 23rd pair, is involved in sex determination. Thus, it is called sex chromosome. The transmission of characters, body characters, other than the sex-linked trait or character from parents to their offsprings through autosome is called autosomal inheritance. Some characters are influenced by dominant gene, while the other characters are influenced by recessive gene present on autosome. That is first 22 pairs. Autosomal dominant traits like widow's peak and Huntington's disease. Now, widow's peak means what? A V-shaped hairline present on the head. Okay, that is widow's peak. And Huntington disease, it is a disease generally caused the breakdown of nerve cells in brain, and due to that the uncontrolled movement of the body, emotional problem, loss of thinking ability takes place. Okay, so it is an inherited disorder. Then autosomal recessive traits like phenylketonuria. Phenylketonuria means what? The phenylalanine normally present in urine, that leads to phenylketonuria. Cystic fibrosis. Now, what is cystic fibrosis? So it is nothing but a damage of lungs and digestive system. This disease affects the cell that produces mucus, sweat and digestive juices. So it is one of the very dangerous disease. And the last one is sickle cell anemia. Now you know very well, in sickle cell anemia, the RBCs are converted into sickle shape, that is half moon shape. और sickle means नॉर्मली हम लोग उसको कोयता या वेड़ा बोलते हैं, बराबर. तो like that the RBCs die early and thus reduce the oxygen carrying capacity of the body, that leads to severe problems. So that is all about the autosomal inheritance. So today we are going to discuss about first widow's peak. So what is widow's peak? So in diagram you can see two hairlines are observed. A prominent V-shaped hairline on forehead is described as widow's peak. Okay, this widow's peak is determined by autosomal dominant gene. This widow's peak is determined by autosomal dominant gene. It occurs in both heterozygous as well as homozygous individuals. Now, what is homozygous? Having both same chromosome, WW or XX and XY, like that. Okay, so in both homozygous as well as heterozygous individual, this widow's peaks can be present. Okay, now both male and females are equally affected. It is present in both the sex or gender. Male and female both have such kind of widow's peak. Clear? Next. Phenylketonuria. Now you know very well phenylketonuria. It is an inborn metabolic disorder caused due to recessive autosomal gene. So widow's peak is caused due to autosomal dominant gene, and phenylketonuria is caused due to recessive autosomal gene. So that is the basic difference. When recessive genes are present in homozygous condition, phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme is not produced. So when that particular, we can say, recessive gene is present in homozygous condition, a very important enzyme is not produced, that is phenylalanine hydroxylase. Now this enzyme, phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme, is essential for conversion of amino acid phenylalanine into tyrosine. But due to absence of this enzyme, phenylalanine is not converted into tyrosine. Hence, phenylalanine and its derivatives are accumulated in the blood and cerebrospinal fluid, CSF बोलते हैं उसको हम लोग. It affects the development of brain and causes mental retardation. Okay. The excess phenylalanine is excreted through urine. Hence, this disease is called phenylketonuria. Okay. The autosomal recessive traits appear in both the sexes with equal frequency. Means what? Both the sexes, male and female, are equally affected. Okay. This trait can skip the generation. Means if the grandfather or grandmother have that problem, it cannot, we can say it can pass to their children and their grandchildren's. Okay. Somewhere it can skip the generation. After autosomal disorder or autosomal inheritance, next important topic is sex-linked inheritance. Now what is meant by that? So on our chromosome, sex chromosome, some genes are present. So where they are present? So the genes located on non-homologous region, non-homologous unequal regions, that is called non-homologous region. So the genes located on non-homologous region of sex chromosome are called sex-linked genes. The trait or the character that are determined by the traits or character that are determined by the sex-linked genes are called sex-linked traits. The inheritance of sex-linked genes from parent to their offspring is called sex-linked inheritance. So the transmission of characters, okay, along with the sex chromosome is known as sex-linked inheritance. There are two types of sex-linked genes, X-linked and Y-linked genes. First we are going to talk about X-linked genes. X-linked traits appear more frequently in males. So X-linked traits or X-linked characters more frequently found in males than in females. तो females में कम देखने को मिलते हैं, males में ज़्यादा देखने को मिलते हैं. In females, two recessive sex-linked genes are required for expression of sex-linked characters or traits. If the female have both recessive sex-linked gene, then only the female can have that problem or that particular character. If one X chromosome carries a recessive gene and it affects the suppression of the dominant gene present on the other chromosome. So if the female have recessive gene on one X chromosome, it can be suppressed by the dominant gene present on the another X chromosome. Thus, females have less chances of that particular character. The females with one recessive gene are carriers. In male, only one X chromosome is present. So if X chromosome carries X-linked recessive gene for that particular sex-linked trait, then it is expressed phenotypically because there is no dominant gene present on Y chromosome to suppress its effect. So due to absence of that dominant gene on Y chromosome, the X-linked recessive gene can express. For example, the X-linked traits include hemophilia, color blindness, night blindness, myopia, muscular dystrophy, etc. Okay, so that is all about the X-linked genes. Then Y-linked genes. Now you know very well Y-linked genes, the genes located on non-homologous region of Y chromosome. Non-homologous region, again it is a unequal region of Y chromosome, are called Y-linked genes. The Y-linked genes are inherited directly from male to male because the female do not contain Y chromosome. In man, the Y-linked genes such as hypertrichosis is responsible for excessive development of hair on pinna of ear. तो कान के ऊपर बहुत सारे बाल होते हैं, that is called hypertrichosis. This character is transmitted directly from father to son and so on. So we are going to discuss the X-linked recessive disorders like color blindness. So you know very well what is meant by color blindness. So color blindness, it is a one type of X-linked recessive disorder where person is unable to distinguish between the red and green color as both the color appear gray to him. Okay. It caused due to recessive X-linked gene which prevent the formation of color sensitive cells, the cones in the retina of eye. तो रेटिना के ऊपर कलर सेंसिटिव सेल्स कोन्स प्रोड्यूस नहीं होते एंड दैट लीड्स टू कलर ब्लाइंडनेस. ओके, द चार्ट इज गिवन, सो वी कैन describe that chart. Sex, male and female, normal, you can see the X small cy, color blindness, X small cy, carrier में देखो. Okay, so females are only carriers. Now you can see the chart. Parents, so when the colorblind male marries with normal female, when colorblind male marries with normal female, the genotype is colorblind male X small cy, and the normal female having X capital C, X capital C. Okay, gametes are X small c and Y. Male gives two gametes, X small c and another one is Y. In normal female, two gametes are present, X capital C, another X capital C. When that gametes fuse together, there are the four probabilities. There are two carrier daughters can produce, whereas the sons which are produced are normal. They do not have any color blindness. But when the carrier daughter marries with normal male, then the genotypes are X capital C, X small c, and the normal male have X capital CY. When X capital C combine with X capital C, normal female, X capital C Y, normal male, X small c, X capital C carrier female, and X small c Y gives to colorblind male. So only the males are affected, not the females. Females are carriers. The same way hemophilia is also you can describe. So hemophilia is again a X-linked recessive disorder in which the blood failed to clot or coagulation takes place very slowly. So the bleeding takes place from the smallest injury, and that leads to very severe problem. The person having recessive gene for hemophilia is deficient in clotting factor 8 or 9 in blood. Even minor injuries can cause continuous bleeding, and hence hemophilia is also known as bleeder's disease. So instead of C, here we can have H, capital H and small h. Okay, H stands for hemophilia. If the capital H there, then it is known as normal person. Small h denotes the recessive character. Okay, so male have X capital HY, hemophilic X small hy, carrier male होते ही नहीं, there is no carrier in male. So female, when they have normal, we can say H capital, X capital H, X capital H, hemophilic X small h, X small h, and carrier X capital H, X small h. Now how the cross takes place? When the hemophilic male marries with normal female, the genotype is similar to color blindness, X small hy and normal X capital H, X capital H. The gametes X small hy in male, and in female X capital H, X capital H, which gives 50% carrier daughters and 50% normal son. When that carrier daughter marries with normal male, then the same pattern follows like a color blindness: 25% normal female, 25% normal male, 25% carrier female, and finally 25% color blind male. So whenever the X-linked disorders are present, mostly the males affect than the females. Clear? So that is the end of today's lecture. Thank you very much.